Hi everyone, Greg here. Well, today I'm really excited because I'm going to show you one of my grandmother's favourite burgers she used to make. A butter burger. But not just any old butter burger. This is a brown butter burger. So what's the difference? Well, brown butter, oh mate, I tell you what, it has the nuttiest, most beautiful almond sort of flavour that it infuses throughout the meat of this burger. So, you know what we need? Butter. Unsalted, this one. Now, I've got to be honest, I've never made this burger before, but I got onto the blower with the old grandma and I said, Granny, how do you make this? She told me, Greg, why don't you use the cookbook that I gave you and find out? So, Grandma, today I'm making you a brown butter burger. Let's start cooking. So, of course, we need some butter here, which I will be using like half of one of these stick things. Unsalted. Ugh. Into the frying pan, even though it's a saucepan. And we'll turn the heat on low and just slowly start melting that, because this is really tricky apparently. If you overcook it, you have to start again. So we just got to do it slowly, do it the correct way Grandma used to do it. Let me just channel Grandma. Grandma, are you here with me?
I'm here with you, Greg.
Lucky I'm wearing pants then, Grandma. I hope I do this right. Whoa, look what that butter is doing. Do you know what it's doing? Well, butter is about 80% milk fat and 20% water. So what we need to do is get rid of that water, it will evaporate out, and then the sugar in the milk solids will caramelize and then infuse the nutty flavour throughout the butter that's left over. Oh God, just the thought of it is making me crazy with anticipation. You want to do this slowly, you don't want to overcook it, because if you overcook it, you got to start again. So keep your eyes on it like a hawk, but don't burn your eyeballs. Actually, that was really silly being that close, because that butter will splatter and the splatter will hit the eyeball, and there's nothing worse than butter in the eyeball, I gotta tell you. And I'm telling you that from experience. Now, this will take about between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on a whole list of circumstances. But actually, something I should tell you is that you may notice that I've used a light-coloured saucepan here. That's so I can actually see when the caramelization of the sugars in the butter has taken place. So it's like a science experiment here. Now, I did get an F in science. Hopefully I might get an A for this. Actually, you can sort of see in the bottom already, there's little particles starting to form on the bottom of that pan. We just need to get those brown. While that's happening, I'll just turn the heat up a tiny bit, but when this is ready, we need to cool it down nice and quickly so it doesn't keep cooking and burning. So, let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm getting a bowl into which I'm going to my ice thing. Now, I usually have this ice ready for things like rum and cokes, gin and tonics, but today it's a bit different. It's cooling butter. I wonder what butter and vodka would taste like. Come back, check it. Oh, look, you can see it's starting to brown off there. So I'll just give that another nice stir. That's frothing perfectly. It's up to you really how brown you want your butter. So I want mine, oh God, it's starting to brown perfectly now. You know what? I think that's ready. I think it's ready. Grandma, is it ready?
Yeah, that's ready. Quick, take it off.
Thanks, Grandma. Right. So, let me just take that off the heat quickly. Over here, put some water into the bowl. I've got another bowl here, a smaller one, which I will be putting inside this bowl. And then with this butter, oh yeah, look, see, it's almost burnt. Luckily it wasn't though. And we'll just pour it into here. Try not to get any of that brown bits in there. And you can definitely now, you can really smell that nutty flavour. That's when you know it's perfectly ready. And I tell you what, it's like a caramelized onion sort of smell, and Oh, it's got a really nutty aroma, and oh man, this smells so good. Oh, I do, seriously. I just want to add vodka to this and drink it like shots. So let me just wait until this butter is solidified, and well, then we can start coming back and making the burger. All right, well, here we go. Take a look at this butter. It's solidified, and look, I did put it in the freezer so it would go harder, faster. Bit of Viagra-ing the butter. But what we need to do is break up this butter first. Let's have a look. See? Yeah. Oh, have a look at that. Just smash it up into like segments. It doesn't have to be like in smooth little like trendy like little sort of things. Just rough as guts, a bit like me. First, while I'm here, I've got the frying pan. I'll turn that on, get that nice and warm. The bowl is down. Into there, I got myself some meat. So I'll pinch off a couple of burgers worth of beef. And let's start adding this bit of brown butter. Does that look like too much? Of course it does. So let's add some more. Oh yeah. Oh, smells like caramelised popcorn or something. Oh, it smells so good. Anyway, let's start mixing this together and infusing the butter with the meat. That's a word I had to look online for. Depending how big you want your butter burger. Gee, that's a big burger, isn't it? Is that how big it should be, you reckon, Bernice?
Mm-hmm.
How do you prefer your meat, Bernice? Nice and big?
Cooked.
Cooked? Well, that's good, because that's the way you're getting it today. Just put an indent in the meat. I saw a chef do that once. It's supposed to like help the burgers cook evenly through faster. We'll soon find out, eh? So let's start cooking these burgers. I'll tell you what, this butter is very greasy and oily, so I'm just using some heavy duty hand cleaner scrub. Clean my hands, I tell you what, that stuff works wonders. Now these burgers will of course ooze their buttery fat everywhere, but that's okay, because I can easily toast the buns in that butter, can't I? Which reminds me, I should start getting the rest of this burger ready. So, what do we need? Onion. Some cheese. Oh yeah. Some lettuce. Oh, better not throw that. Oh, bread rolls. Or as some people call them, buns, or bread, or rolls. Now I keep getting people yelling at me for some reason for calling these bread rolls, because, well, bread is a roll already. You can't have like other rolls. So, well, you can have other rolls. You can have sausage rolls. You can have sushi rolls. What, do you call them just sushi or sausage? No, you call them sausage roll, sushi roll, bread roll. Look at this, hamburger rolls. That's why I call them rolls, okay? So please, if you're going to give me grief about the way I call a roll, just stop it, okay? I feel flush. Right, well, let's start preparing this burger. So let me cut this bread hamburger roll, aka, because it says it here, it's a hamburger roll. See this? Rolls. Thank you, Mr. Cole's Bakery, for pointing out my Australianisms. You know what? I might put some raw onion onto this, using the old bread knife again. Don't want to dirty another knife for no reason. Nice and thin. That's what she said. Oh, look at that meat cooking in that butter. Oh my god! Oh yes!
You didn't season the meat.
Oh, got to season the meat. Oh, okay. I'll put some salt on, some pepper. Damn! I knew I forgot something. Better late than never. Thanks, director. These look like they're deliciously cooked. So you know what time it is. It's time to make the brown butter burger. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Ooh. So how about we get some of this nice cheese, put on top, start that melting. Now you might notice that I'm using hardly any ingredients in this burger. The butter is the star of this recipe, which is why I'm using very simple and basic ingredients and hardly any of them. So let's start off with some lettuce. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm using lettuce on these burgers. I'm wondering the same thing. But you know what? It's a good way to disguise vegetables. The kids won't even notice that the lettuce is on there and they'll be eating it and getting some healthiness at least in them to compensate for all that butter. Add some onion. And next, let's add the meat. Let's top these off and voila! A delicious brown butter burger. I'm starving. So how about we tuck on in for the old taste test. Let's dive on in. Oh, the juices just exploded into my mouth. The nuttiness of that butter has just infused all through the meat. You can really taste the difference. People talk about food gasms. I just had one. And I'm not ashamed to say, I swallowed. Well, I really hope you enjoy that burger recipe, Grandma. I hope I did you proud.
That looked fantastic, Greg.
Oh, thanks, Grandma. If you do make it, I'd love to know what you thought about yours. And if you do, let me know down below. Make sure you click hello. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Greg's Kitchen.
Oh yeah, this is Greg's Kitchen.